Welcome to the No Ideas Original Podcast. Today we have Slim of 112, Grammy winner, classic R&B group 112, dope solo artist, former bad boy, deaf soul artist. Been doing this thing on the circuit for a minute. What's up, man? Thanks. Yo, and again, on camera, I say to you, thank you for having patience to work through the technical difficulties.
Nah, it's love, man. Nah, it's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, brother.
Yo, so tell us how 112 came together. Were you originally a solo artist, or when you guys started out, you was always in a group?
No, I was always in a group. So we're all from the same neighborhood, same everything. So, there's nothing. We were all from the same like middle, you know what I'm saying, high school. So we really started taking it serious like in high school. And it started from there. I met Mike. Mike told me to go. We started having rehearsal at grandma crib. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it started rocking from there. You know what I mean? Started doing a lot of talent shows. We were winning all the talent shows. Then we had the one particular talent show where we met. Then Courtney Bear Seals, and then Bear took us up to Dallas Austin studio, and that's when everything started. You know what I'm saying? We met Tim and Bob, and we started working with them. We were originally supposed to be their group, and but saying, God had a way of, pointing us toward, you know what I'm saying, Diddy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I feel like you got to really, really be like in tune with everything that's going on in the music business for a casual fan to appreciate Tim and Bob. Like, yo, what's it like working with Tim and Bob? Because a lot of people don't realize they're responsible for a lot of hit records.
Yeah, probably one of the most, probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest R&B producers out. They probably got about 300 million records sold. You know what I'm saying? They work they've done stuff for us, Boys to Men, God, I can't even. I'm telling you right now, they've done like huge records. Like, I knew they were like out of control when you start taking songs and the song multi-platinum records go into other platinum records. So like they did the record for like Tamia, I'm So Into You, and then you had like Fab take it and then do it again, and then it goes multi-platinum again. Or you know what I'm saying, like you take like, I really look at people like that, like when you have producers that, you know what I'm saying, like they can make records and then records make other joints, like John B. Don't listen to what people say. That one, and you know what I'm saying, and then you know what I'm saying, and then that record goes, and then everybody used to hear like Chris Brown take it, and you know what I'm saying, and do it with Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like their musical uses, you know what I'm saying, and the reason why 112 has the sound that we have.
Beautiful sound, man. I love your guys' music. Who wrote Cupid?
Oh, we all did. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? We all did. You know what I'm saying? Now, it was something I was going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was up there in New York. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was with my baby's mother. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm up there, and I'm realizing like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I need to I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm up here. She's in ATL. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I sent some flowers, and she's like, yo, what you doing? Yo, you up to something? Yo, hold up. You just did that just because?
Right.
Nah, you doing something. Yo, yeah. I was so hot. Yo, I just went to the studio. I was like, this is crazy, man. You can't win for losing. But you know what I'm saying? So if you listen to the words, like, regardless of how I'm singing it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a conversation. It's really an argument. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you go listen to the B verse. I said, babe, I'm so sick and tired of the way you turn my words into deception and lies. Yeah. Don't misunderstand me. I'm just trying to speak my mind. I'm only saying understand what's in my heart.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Cupid don't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. And then if people didn't understand what I was saying with Cupid, I was saying true love don't lie, true love don't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try.
Mhm.
Give it a
You know
try.
what I'm saying?
Classic record.
That's a classic.
Classic, man.
Man. One of my favorites, man. Are you? And I come to find out, man, you love playing the piano. When did you learn to play the piano?
No, so no, I didn't play the piano. I played the cello. So I played violin, I played the viola, and I played the cello. You know what I'm saying? So I've been first chair cello ever since 3rd grade. So you know what I'm saying? People. So that's probably like how I kind of use my voice. I think of my voice as a like an instrument. So me having like a untraditional voice, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of learned playing the cello, you know what I'm saying? Like since elementary school, and I was really good at it. So I had like full scholarships with that, you know what I'm saying? So pretty cool, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Son, talented dude, man.
Now, I have 2 questions, right? Now being that you brought up, you know, you had multiple scholarships and stuff, right? How big of that decision it was, because I know your mom was very faith based, right? So for you to have them scholarships to go to college and stuff, and to make that big decision, man, of something that you knew was going to work, you had belief that it was going to work. How did it play a part in how your mom, you know, received that?
Well, you know, it was a little. It was a little hard. It was way harder than what it was, because it wasn't just the music scholarship I had. It was more of the academic scholarships that, you know, I was the nerd of the group. Like I wasn't. They were popular. The rest of them were very popular. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, nobody really, unless I was actually helping people with their work or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was originally interested into aviation and aeronautics. You know what I'm saying? Like my forte was math and science. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just so intrigued, infatuated on how something so big as a plane can float like a bird. You know what I'm saying? So my initial goals were to, you know, own a fleet of jets, and you know what I mean, and be able to, you know what I mean, control it from the head to the tail. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody. So I studied aircraft mechanics, everything. I didn't want nobody to be able to cheat me. So so that's where I was going, and it was crazy because I got an offer. Actually, I had an offer to actually do that, control like jets, and it was in Dallas, Texas. I could have actually moved there. They're going to start paying me $125,000, a stipend of $500 a month. You know what I'm saying? I was nowhere close to 18. You understand what I'm saying? My hands, I got no calluses, but my mind, you know, I could tell people exactly what, you know what I'm saying, what to do. So, you know what I'm saying? So my mom was more hot about that because she knew I was flying planes. You know, me and Killer Mike. Killer Mike was in the same program. He was bad as hell, hardcore Crip. You know what I'm saying? He was bad as hell, but that dude was smart as shit.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Killer Mike is on the game, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. So we were in the same one. You know, we joke about it.
Yeah. So you said originally you guys were supposed to be Tim and Bob's group. So how did it end up going from Tim and Bob to Bad Boy?
Just, man, you know, at the time, you know, Tim and Bob was working with Dallas Austin. So we were trying to get Dallas Austin, you know what I'm saying, to pay attention to us. At the time, you know what I'm saying, we had to make a decision. You know, Dallas Austin weren't going to be able to sign us probably 1 or 2 years later. Diddy had, through mutual people, had heard a demo tape that we had done. Dallas Austin actually, you know what I'm saying, that wrote and they produced it, you know what I'm saying? And called Never Fall in Love Again. And Diddy was like, yo, these dudes sound like that live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see how these cats actually sound live. So that's how the infamous meeting at, you know what I'm saying, in the front of the Club 112, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were definitely not young and old enough to be in that club. You know what I'm saying? We were all still in high school. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it, you know, came together.
So how did y'all convince Diddy to allow y'all to write on that first album, given the fact that you already linked to Tim and Bob, and Tim and Bob is already viewed as being renowned producers and writers, but y'all had a significant contribution on the first album too. How'd y'all convince them to let y'all do that?
Well, a lot of those records that you heard on the first album was when we were in high school. When we were doing them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we convinced Puff. You know what I'm saying? We were already working on records.
Mm.
So those records like In a Little While or Now That We're Done, and you know what I'm saying? Like, see, Tim and Bob was working with Boyz II Men on their second album. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it was then Sean and Wanye saw who we were. So they started coming into our smaller room and, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, helping us put it together. And then Sean and Wanye looked at each other and said, man, yo, why don't we even start writing with these? You know what I'm saying? Let's write with these two. You know what I'm saying? Puff knew clear as day, you know what I'm saying, what he was signing. He signed us not just as artists, but he knew that we could write and produce.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So that, you know what I'm saying, the package was just easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, is it true? I mean, we hear the stories. Is it true that Puff's work ethic is crazy? Does he really have that, like, I need my artist to walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake work ethic? He's like that?
Yo, I'm telling you, we would have walked to Brooklyn for cheesecake, no problem. I mean, I'm going to give me a slice. You feel me? Like, hey, listen, I mean, yeah, it's an amazing situation. Like, the young Puff, like, Puff is like that now, and he's a billionaire. Listen, hey, like, yo, he been a billionaire. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, man, the young Puff. So just imagine if he's crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Imagine what that was when, you know what I'm saying, all of us, and you know, we were teenagers, and he was he 21? I don't know. 20. Cats had a vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we knew we had what we were capable of doing. It was just that, you know, yes, Puff's expectations and his work ethics was through the roof, but so was ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're perfectionists in our own right, and you know, he really didn't have to babysit us. Now, I ain't gonna front. There were times where, you know, what we wanted to do and what he envisioned for us to do kind of bumped a little bit, but that's just with the creativity flowing, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know, we've been threatened, we want to go home, you know what I'm saying? We from Cleveland Avenue, you feel me? Hey, same neighborhood as Young Thug, understand? No, to go home, you understand?
I was going to ask you, man, about having perseverance and patience working with someone as big as Puff. But tell me also, along with that, how did it feel winning your first Grammy?
Oh man, that was crazy. First of all, somebody should have gave us the memo that, you know, chances are when you perform, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you perform at the Grammys, you might be winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we boys from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, did I watch the Grammys? Yes, I did. I watched the Grammys, but it was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? I watched the Soul Train musical. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm rocking the black joints, you know what I'm saying? You grew up off Soul Train, BT. Right. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Grammys, so we didn't know. And, you know what I'm saying? We finished. Everybody else kind of got the memo. And here we went back to the room. I'm like, man, I'm trying to take this stuff out, get back in some comfortable clothes. You feel me? Like, they're already telling us we got to go back out there. And, you know what I mean? I'm about to go to sleep on one of these joints. And then, you know, you hear, and the winner is Puff Daddy featuring Faith Evans and 112. I'll be missed with him.
Yeah.
So, hey, man. Yo, Puff was so pissed at us, yo, because he had to go out there by himself. And he was not, he was hot. Yo, man. Yo, where you at? Like, now Cat's like, oh, I'm doing this by myself? Yo, you right here. I was good. But we didn't know. Somebody else should have told us.
Hey, tell us, when were you able to control your voice to where you knew that, it's a science behind it, of course. And when you was able to control your voice, tell me, how was it, did you have more like confidence, of course, around the ladies or whatever? Or like, what was the whole build up of that?
Talent show days. So, so we're 112, we're a talent show bred. Now, people don't understand, like, anybody, if you look at artists from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Chances are they know what we talking about, these circuits. Like, our talent shows were like the concerts you see right now. If they come from Atlanta, I guarantee you that we saw each other in talent shows. So understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there was winners and there was losers. And we were around the same age. I'm gonna just tell you right now, 112 never lost. So, so you know what I'm saying? So some of y'all favorite artists got that working. We were younger than a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And we would go from school to school and do the things or whatever. Now, I ain't gonna front. I did have a fear once when we first started, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you gotta think, like, I didn't ask to be the lead singer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even thought it was going to be like that. You had two other guys that probably thought that they would have been the lead singers. And, you know what I'm saying? And, and then all of a sudden, when we get up here, Puff had a talk with the other guys. I just found that out recently. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. And he basically told me that, like, look, the X factor is clearly in your group. It's him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was already kind of comfortable, like, so anybody who knows me, I'm like hip hop and R&B. Like, I love hip hop. I love the aspect of just going to like clubs, listening to hard beats, and you know what I'm saying? And then I used to play the samples over and over again. So we getting us used to like what we were doing. So he's play all these 80 samples. I would sit in the studio session, like sit in like production joints with like Stevie J or Mario Winans or, you know what I'm saying, Nasheem, all of them, you know what I'm saying, D-Dot, and you listen to them.
Young Lord was in there too, right?
Huh?
Young Lord? Wasn't Young Lord a part?
Young Lord was in there. Big shots to Young Lord. He was a baby then, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in there too. You know what I'm saying? And then, we would hear these samples. They'd be banging them, you know what I'm saying? And one day, it clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can write so hard beats with melodies, soft melodies, you know what I'm saying, with harmonies and stuff like that. Thank God there was a Mario Winans and Stevie J, because they knew chords and stuff like that. They from the church. Like, they were like us. And they would put like little melodies, you know what I'm saying? And there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to use my voice as an instrument, doing other different melodies with the melodies that were already in there, but saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Your voice is very distinct. Like, one of my favorite joints by yours is Over Now to the Mobb Deep beat. Like, the beat is so hard, but like, come on, it's like, it's mean. Now, I wanted to ask you, how did the death of Biggie personally impact you? Of course, it had a profound impact on Bad Boy, but you haven't had the opportunity to work with him before he passed away. What was that like for you?
That was crazy, because first off, when we moved to New York, Big and Faith and Junior Mafia were like one of the first ones that embraced us. When I say embrace, I mean actually take us to their house, have us hanging with us. You know what I'm saying? Hanging with them. Matter of fact, Big was doing promo for Ready to Die, and Faith and Big, they both had the Lexus truck. One had the white Lexus, you know what I'm saying? It was like a Land Cruiser, white one, you know what I'm saying? Faith, Big had the burgundy one, you know what I'm saying? And, and we would, like, if it was within an hour radius, so we'd go to Philly, we would go certain parts in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? They were bringing us with us, bringing them, you know what I'm saying, with us. So, to lose somebody that close, You know what I'm saying? Like that was like really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, I wasn't really used to losing anybody, you know what I'm saying, that close to you, you know what I'm saying? So that was like one of the first feelings of losing anyone. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like I stayed at my grandparents, everybody was still alive, you know what I'm saying? And then the first person in my life that was really close to me, Big. That was
Mm,
that was hard to deal. Like,
damn.
Wow, man, that's crazy, man. But talk about working with Big, man. Y'all did some great music together, man. And
yeah.
then Big's Hypnotized stayed at number one, while Cupid stayed at number two. That's crazy.
We would have had another number one, man. But you know what? Hey, listen, yo, if you're not gonna if you gonna be take number two, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather take it with the Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? I do remember that because you know what I'm saying, to see number one with a bullet, Hypnotized, number two with a bullet, Cupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, man, well. Do you think that one of these weeks, you know what I'm saying, like Big could slow down?
Hey, slow down.
It is slow down. So you know what I'm saying, but you know what though, it was amazing, and Big had a profound respect for 112. You know what I'm saying? Like if you asked him who was the best group, he would tell you no debate 112, no debate.
Damn.
Right.
And it showed in his albums, like, look how many times he mentions Room 112. You know what I'm saying? He jumped on everything. So we've done a lot of records together. And he used to always tell us, like, hey, y'all about to be the biggest band in the world. You know what I'm saying? I can already see it. I can see it. I can feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know who you are. I can't wait till the world, you know what I'm saying, sees it. So we were like, man, you got this dude right here, you know what I'm saying? He's the most powerful rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, he feels that way about us. That was just another chink of armory we had with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. That was dope.
Tell us about the transition, man. Once you guys left Bad Boy and you went to Def Jam, tell us about the tutelage that you got from Leo Cohen and Kevin Lyles, and you know
Wow.
what they did to contribute to your reign. You guys was doing your thing for a long time, man.
Yeah. So that was a situation there, you know, in itself. So we had to really adapt from leaving a boutique label. You know what I'm saying? Where the label is basically catering directly to you, and then you start going to a ship like Def Jam, where they facilitate the whole situation. It's kind of like what's happening right now. That you it's a situation that facilitates everything for you, but you have no. So like they have it's like
They have the machine.
they got the machine, and you got to have the people that's, you know what I'm saying, like in place to do everything. So I always say, regardless of whatever success that Hot and Wet had, we really didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't even have a hit. We didn't have a hit single on that album. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between being hot and just being hot. You know what I'm saying? People paid attention to the brand, so on the brand. You know what I'm saying? And like, but we didn't, because we had to learn how to adjust. So that fourth album was really, in my case, I know it sounds crazy. Oh, it was a platinum. No, it was a flop. It was a flop because we didn't have a hit single on there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the brand in itself is hot. But now on the fifth album, you know what I'm saying? Lior and Kevin Lyles, like, they really showed patience with us. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would have just gave up. Matter of fact, people were kind of hot at us. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave us a lot of money. We had an 8-figure deal. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You gave us this type of power. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That did sound crazy, right? Yeah. But it was an 8-figure deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was most money we probably ever made in the sense of albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, our own album record sold. You know what I'm saying? And they gave it to us, and we're supposed to deliver. It's just like an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Get an athlete deal. We want them to produce. You know what I'm saying? Well,
That's right.
just to say, that first situation didn't do it. But blessed that, you know what I'm saying, we had, rest in peace, Shakir Stewart, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, we known him for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we known him before the deals. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And basically he you know, he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, come on, you know. And I ain't gonna front, Puff had some stuff to do with it too. He kind of told him, you wanna hit record, you gotta put the heat on Slim. Like, you gotta make Slim feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, because that's really what the sound and everything, regardless of what it is. So, like, for myself, you know what I'm saying, individually, I didn't have the cushion of saying, okay, well, I just work with this one producer. And you know what I'm saying? And then if it works, you know what I'm saying? And then it'll just work under this. And no, Slim, they got to put, I got to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So whether it was the dude that was in our group at the time, or you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? It could have been Stevie J, or it could be this person. You know what I'm saying? It could be, hey, Slim, make that mother pop. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting phone calls straight from Lior, straight from Puff. You know what I'm saying? Then I literally had to deal with Shakir. I had to come to the studio, you know what I'm saying? And he would be there. He was hands-on. You know what I'm saying? So he told me, Puff told me, yo, Puff told me that I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to put the heat on you. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying, you know what? Sit me with cats or whatever. I did take it personal. Here we go. So you start, that's why if you heard on the 5th album, you heard a lot of records where I was singing all by myself. I mean, you did it on other albums too. But that's because Puff was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Come See Me was me all by, literally. You know what I'm saying? But I say 112, and everybody say 112. You know what I'm saying? Cute. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, any other. So on this one, the first record that was leaked on the 5th album was If I Hit. My relationship with T.I. Tip. You know what I'm saying? I had called him myself. Told him to meet me down here. You know what I'm saying? Meet me at the, he was at Patchwork at the time. I had hit him up and said, yo, I got this record. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I really need you on here. You know what I'm saying? And we had worked with him before, and you know what I'm saying? It was something he was a little hot about before, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Me and him, we knew each other before then. I just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's at 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship was before that deal. So it was like, hey, just come over here, let's just make this happen. So he came over there, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, yo, you know what I'm saying? He brought some, you know what I'm saying? Brought some alcohol. Hey, let's, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink or nothing like, but that day I drunk with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, here we go. Now, of course, I recorded my part. You know what I'm saying? So my voice is right. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit back. I drunk probably half of it, and I was about asleep over in the corner. But you know what I'm saying? But I saw something with Tip. He did the same jump, like how Big was. He don't write nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he listened to it, like,
start mumbling little words.
Everybody just,
you work with Jermaine Dupri on that album too, right?
Yeah, that was crazy too. Yo, and I've always wanted to, truthfully, I always wanted to work with Jermaine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, man, you know, one thing people don't know, Jermaine, yo, he actually be writing. He actually writes and produces. He'll do it right in front of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if we see, you know, we work with people that, you know, some people don't do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was like, this man is actually, he's singing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. He's singing it. I am not in the club and you ain't got to worry about a thing. I'm like, yo, Jermaine, yo, okay, let's go. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got in there, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. We did like 3 or 4 records on that album. You know what I'm saying?
How did Puff is known for being like a really shrewd businessman. How did y'all end up getting out of your deal so fast with Puff to get to Def Soul?
Well, you know, it's crazy. It's like, you know, it was just one of those things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all stars, let's just say like this, all stars just lined up together. It really wasn't Puff's situation more than, you know what I'm saying? We were signed to a production. So we were never signed directly to Bad Boy. We were under this production. agreement. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say that that situation kind of like showed itself, and you know what I'm saying? Like we tried to approach Puff like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like we just did this Bad Boy for Life joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we ain't really trying to leave Bad Boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to just, you know,
Well, we free agents. We say,
but you know what I'm saying? But we're trying to get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Which is definitely wasn't in our favor. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If the production agreement had 40% and he was also the management, which is another 20%, he's taking 60% gross of everything, you know what I'm saying? And then us, the artists, we're the only ones that get paid off the net. You feel me? So after you pay the gross of the whole 100%, you feel what I'm saying? Like by the time we get a couple of cheeseburgers, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything.
Yo, is this production company still doing business?
I don't know. I don't really see. One thing about Slim is like, you know what I'm saying? When I don't mess with you, I really don't mess with you.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Was there anything that you and 112 that y'all, you know, from having your experience with Bad Boy and Def Soul, was there anything when you got to Def Soul that you was like, shit, we may have taken this for granted at Bad Boy?
I kind of alluded to it. Here we go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I am front. You saw a lot of ego. You know what I'm saying? A lot of egos bigger than what they actually can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was like looking at ourselves in the mirror. Tell that right now. Okay, so here we go. Like, as far as like picking records and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like Puff definitely was he was hands on as far as like was the records finished? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna be the first single, second single? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I ain't gonna front with you. Like, he worked together collective with us. So let's just say there were times where, you know, Puff should have went against us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Puff should have went against us. Like, we had the one situation where Clive Davis asked us to come out with Your Letter. He asked us to come out with Your Letter and told us that if you do, hey, you're going to sell another million in your album, chances are you will win a Grammy. Now, at the time, that other guy that used to be in the group wanted to put his record out called, you know what I'm saying? He had his record, right? Love You Like I Did. Now, he was like, man, I think we need to go this way. I think we just need to go there. Now, think about it, you know what I'm saying? In hindsight, you know what I'm saying? How are you arguing with Clive Davis? Right. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and he told us what was going to happen. If you choose this record, they're going to fight each other and they're both going to fizzle each other out. And then that's what it's going to be. You're going to have a successful album, but because we were on tour, and we were on tour with Whitney Houston at the time. So he met up with us, you know what I'm saying, while we were on out. But Puff sided with us. It was crazy. He was like, what y'all want to do? Like, I mean, I'm with y'all. What y'all want to do? He should have basically told us, you know what I'm saying? So you have to look at it like so he was a team player too. With us, because we're self-contained in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like, it was a work in progress. But you know what I'm saying? So with the Def Jam situation, we didn't have that. We didn't have nobody telling us, you know what I'm saying, all four of us that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be this way. Slim, you're going to do this right here, and y'all gonna do this right here. And this is the equation, you know what I'm saying? Keep the equation. So if you notice, and at Bad Boy, they were consistent joints, one after another, regardless about people's egos and feelings of what they thought. Puff would tell you, F what you think or thought. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Bad Boy, baby. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, Bad Boy, Def Jam. And so,
you know what it is? It sounds like what you're saying is, and I think it's true. I think you don't really get a chance to appreciate the system until you out of it, observing it from afar. When you're in it, it can feel oppressive, right? Like, damn, I got this person hand and everything. But when you're away from it, you begin to really look at it and appreciate it and be like, oh shit, that system is in place for a reason. And that system is responsible for great production. You know, so Yo,
Yeah.
I think it's dope that you would even acknowledge and say that, because some people would just be like, yo, this person was hard to work with or whatever it is. But the narrative that you presented is like, yo, the fact that he was hands-on was a huge part of your early success.
Grown man here, you know what I'm saying, with no egos. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's about the result. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate the grind, and you learn from your mistakes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why we didn't make the same mistake twice. On the fifth album, you know what I'm saying? Like it was in play, and Puff was definitely in play. Trust me, whether the other guys will admit that one or not. Well, maybe because I was more in tune with it. So you know what I'm saying? Like if Puff is telling Shakir, hey, you got to put the steam on Slim, I was getting the phone call. Yo, I was getting the phone calls. But Puff was calling. You know what I'm saying? So like it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Slim, I ain't with the bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the music, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. So it was crazy. And then you had L.A. Reid. That was another situation. See, that's what I said. When I write this book, it's got to be amazing. There were things that were happening on the inside. There were things that were happening on the inside that was really wild. Like there was so I did a record with the Young Guns. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, Puff. Jay-Z had sent the message like, yo. You know what I'm saying? I wanna work with. I need to work with The Voice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So our management was like, oh no, they want to work with 112. Okay, we're gonna get. He said, no. I know who 112 is. I need to talk to The Voice. And so it was crazy because it was like, so they flew me up there, and then you know what I'm saying. Before I even went to the studio, they stopped at L.A. Reid's crib.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? That was a wild. That was a very
different
crazy conversation that was had.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and it was crazy because there were things that they were recognizing that was happening, and he, at the time, you know what I'm saying, my loyalty is to 112. My loyalty is to, you know what I'm saying. So when things were being said, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? We can't really talk. You can't say that. You can't talk like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then had the conversation, then go to the joint where Beyonce is actually vocal producing this. It was wild. And you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? They were like asking some questions, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's your situation? When you going to be out of it? How do we get you over here?
Are you gonna leave them guys? Don't you want to go solo and all?
Any of those questions sound familiar?
But I just say it like this, you know what I'm saying? Like we definitely held the power with the things that were going to happen with 112 was in our own hands. And let's just say that the people are executives for reasons.
That's right.
They see the same thing happen with multiple brands over and over again, so they can kind of tell you through patterns what's going to happen before it happens. Yeah. I just was not. I didn't want to hear that, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it was 112 forever. You know what I'm saying? I never had a situation where I thought that it would be nothing but 112 forever. You know what I'm saying? And people called it out.
Loyalty is key, and you got to stick to your guns, man. Your boys came up from the beginning, and y'all was doing it from there. But you've been around, man. You've been blessed to be around some legends, man. Talk about your meeting with Whitney Houston. How was that about?
Crazy as I'll get out. So let me tell you, people don't know about Whitney Houston is she like, so you listen to all these big records like Greatest Love of All, you know what I'm saying? I just all these songs, Saving All My Love for You, huge records, you know what I'm saying? And then you thinking like, oh my God, this diva, she would like, in my mind, I was like, man, she probably like just float from the heavens, like right? And you know what I'm saying? Like, but you meet her, she was like the favorite aunt in your family, you know what I'm saying? She would treat you as, a special, come here, baby, I love you. And then but if you do something wrong, she will goddamn cut you out like a man. Hey, like she would be at you. So, you know what I'm saying? So she treated us like real family. When I tell you that was off the Richter scale, like, man, she was like doing stuff like, like it's one thing, you ever been like, you've been around people and they'll talk at you, but they don't talk to you.
Right.
Hey, hey, Whitney. Oh, hey, no. No, she was directly talking to us. You know what I'm saying? After the joint, she want to hang out. So, you know what I'm saying? That was the one infamous joint in Albany, New York, where, they made up this whole situation, told us to dress up. MTV, we had all kind of press that was going to be out there, only for Whitney and her dancers to come out with water balloons and, you know what I'm saying, and wildly attack us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you have to imagine Whitney Houston with a water. So we're like, we had to, so, you know what I'm saying? We go, there was a Toys R Us there, and that's when the Super Soakers had just came out. So now it's real. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. And they sat right there and waited. It was war. So after that, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Whitney had kind of lost her voice. Okay, like that. We felt bad. Like, yeah. People were hot. People were flying all over the world. You know what I'm saying? People were flying from all over the world to here. And for a period of time, she absolutely could not sing. She lost her voice.
Yeah.
Her voice is like mine in that sense. Like, once you lose it, it take a long time to get it back. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we've had some amazing situations with her, and we've had some amazing conversations. And
Whitney from Jersey, man. So she a tough cookie, man. I already know.
Hey, man, we've seen some situations. I'm gonna tell you right now. They stay on the good side of her situation. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, stay on her good side, because boy, you don't want to see it. She will come. She will bring the thunder.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. I feel like Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, like they haven't been gone long enough for people to fully appreciate them or to understand the contribution that they made to music in our generation.
Man,
But
they were the definition of soul, man. After the Motown era, when they started to make music, it was a joy listening to Luther.
Of course.
Listening to
Right.
It was just a melodic sound of hearing them sing. It'll make it have you feeling happy. It'll make you cry. It had you feeling all the emotions.
Yeah.
Amazing. Man, like how they effortlessly.
Yo, Slim, how do you feel about the resurgence, or is there a resurgence of good soul music and great collaboration?
Now, I love it. Like, I absolutely love, like, you know what I mean? Like, just being just a part of the culture, and you see it, like, and I ain't gonna front, I was kind of worried.
We all were, bro.
I asked because you don't feel it no more.
Yo, because you, like, I didn't, like, the whole Pro Tools situation, you know what I'm saying? Now, on the production side of things, and, when you record, make things way easier. Anybody know what reel to reel was? You know what I'm saying? Like, it took us days to record records. Like, especially with us, we had harmonies, and you had like 16, 20 tracks, and you know what I'm saying? And then once you ran out of the tape, and it took hours to line it back up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it like 7, 8 hours, 6 hours. Like, it took a long time to get it back to where it was, and then here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Like, but here we go. As far as the singing, the actual culture of the art of singing, people were using the Pro Tools and stuff like that, and just all of the settings and stuff, using it as a crutch instead of, you know what I'm saying, still, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of the stuff started getting a little lazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that, so
you can do it.
The soul of songs when we used to sing it, you know what I'm saying, it started being missing. So now the resurgence of it, you know what I'm saying, to see, and big shots out to especially the female artists that are, good Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, so when you look at it, like, listen to people like her, and, you know what I'm saying, and SZA, and, you know what I'm saying, Jasmine Sullivan, and, you know what I'm saying, Kalani, and, you know what I'm saying, like, like, all of them, you know what I'm saying, even Janae, like, when I think about, when you listen to, like, how they sound, like, and the way they're singing the records, like, it's like, ooh, to the point where now you start looking at the guys like,
What's
yo,
going
bro,
on?
like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we got a few of them, you know what I'm saying? And some of them, some of them, we kind of hold them to us. Don't tell us about Chris Brown. Chris Brown came out in, you know what I'm saying, in the mid 2000. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like Miguel, don't tell me about Miguel. Miguel was on the first episode of, you know what I'm saying, Making It a Band. If you pay attention.
Wow. I didn't even realize that.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like people like
He's been
not
around.
part of the new culture to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he understands. So when you hear Miguel record, I'm like, yeah, of course he's gonna sound like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's a part of it. He's like, to me, like Trey Songz and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Which are also a part of their veterans. I'm talking about the younger artists. So yeah, but big shots out to the Lucky Days and the Giveons, and you know what I'm saying?
You like Bryson?
I love Bryson. I would love to work.
Yeah, I like Bryson.
I would love him.
Hey.
I love what he writes.
What's my favorite, fellas?
Oh man, yo, this dude's a diehard Weeknd fan.
He's a weekend fan, yo.
Weekend is wild too. Here we go. But here we go. I like so Weeknd had probably been in the game for what, 10 years?
Yeah, he been in for a while.
Yeah, because I remember the old school Weeknd where he was like kind of like, I don't even want to be mainstream. Matter of fact, he had a record where he said, I don't work with mainstream art. So that should tell you. See, me, I listen to all mixtapes, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew Ty Dolla as a writer. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? Right before he started, you know what I mean? And I warned people about that man. Like I told it, and they were like, "No, he's a rapper." I said, "Oh, no. That fool is a musician. He's a wild one too, and he could be in the group." They were like, "What?" Yeah. No, that fool could be in 112. That man, he's wild. Okay, like he's wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's levels when you say 112. Like, you know what I'm saying? That means being able to sing and hold your own, doing all kind of musical stuff and play instruments as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that makes us stand out from other groups. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But like
one of my favorite joints from you, man, So Fly, featuring Young Jock.
Let me tell you a story about So Fly. When I used to go to the club, if I came at the right time and that came on, I go straight to the bar and then straight to the dance floor.
Yeah. That was it, yo.
Yeah, sir.
What was the recording process like that, man? And then once you heard it on the radio, like, it was magic, man.
Man, let me tell you something. It was the whole situation. So you had to understand, like, before I even got to that situation, I was hurt because first and foremost, the group had broke up. So then, you know, I was once again in denial. You know what I'm saying? But there was a certain situation that happened that could really prevent the situation from, you know what I'm saying, you know, us to come together or whatever. So I was like, man, I really didn't want to do a solo project, but, you know, something actually happened that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of pushed me and let me know, like, who I thought that cats or they would have been for me just wasn't for me. But they kind of like told me in my face. Just whatever.
Damn.
So here we go. So now I'm putting the records together, and you know what I'm saying. So me, it's all about traveling, going to different places, and soaking up the culture and seeing what's up, what the sounds were. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I was like, dang, man, I've been in a group all this time, man. What the hell, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to writing the songs like a group. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never did anything by myself. And even if I did records all by myself, let's say, like, What If? I sung shit, even including the backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in my mind, that's 112. That's not Slim. You know what I'm saying? So that record was crazy. I go down to Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to Ricky P. And, you know what I'm saying? And DJ Nasty. And, you know what I'm saying? Ricky P had told me that was these hot producers, you know what I'm saying, that was there. They would call themselves Odds and Ends. And you know what I'm saying? They also worked at the they worked at the radio station too. And they told me to meet up with them. So I met up with them and we were just like listening to beats and stuff like that. And as soon as I heard that beat, I was like,
what's that?
Mm-hmm.
the hell, you know what I'm saying? So I had worked on a lot of other, you know what I'm saying? Because I had been over to the Bay Area. Big shouts out to Designated Hitters and, you know what I'm saying, DOA and all them over there, Designated Hitters. So I was already doing a whole bunch of R&B, true R&B. So Sweet Baby and all those records, they were already done. But I needed some, just like my bad boy type mentality, I need that. You know what I'm saying? And, I ain't gonna front, man. I said, man, I done wrote about everything. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? And Nino, he was like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I think everybody deserves an anthem. Like, I'm like, an anthem? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the records where it's just an everyday where everybody can just relate to it. So we was about to head to the club. Like, this is just like, we about to head to the club. So in your mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, So the beat, so we talking it out while the beat just tripping. Doom, 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 doom. And then, you know what I'm saying? Jay, he's the beat dude. He was like, I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? The beat, look how the beat dropped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this gonna be it. I'm like, you sure this ain't hip hop? Because really, you know what I'm saying? They had it labeled Currency. So, Spitter. Hey, man. Thank you for not taking the track. Hey, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We put the joint together. It was real fast. Man, that record came. It exploded, boy. Big shouts out to Tony Neal and you know what I'm saying? And the whole core DJs. Man, went crazy. It went crazy. And then getting it with Jock, because I had ran into Jock, and I told him, you know how you meet people. I'd be like, man, when I get that record, I'm going to hit you.
Put you on, yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, I called him at 6:00 in the morning. He was like, yo, what the fuck, Slim? Like, yo, I'm like, man, yo, but you in the studio, though. I'm about to drive up right now at 6:00. Yo, at 6:00. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I drove up there. Man, he heard the record as soon as he was on something else. As soon as he heard the record, he said,
put that up.
Put that on.
Yep.
And it became history at that. That was the biggest record, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. That's the most money I had made. That whole project, Love's Crazy, was the most money I ever made in the whole history of, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's crazy because the other track that I really like from there is the joint with Ryan Leslie, The Good Lovin'. Like, yo, that shit right there, to me, Ryan Leslie is, as a musician, dope. The vocals on that, like, he's singing background on there with you also?
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
Like, everything, I'm like, yo, that shit is slick.
Freaking Genius always wanted to work with Ryan Leslie, right? I knew about him in Germany, you know what I'm saying? We would listen to mixtapes. And there were hot records like Hot Tonight and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now, in the United States, you heard New Edition because he writes it and, you know what I'm saying, and he gives it to them. But over in Germany, they were playing his version. That's how hot he is in Germany. So we were like, oh, okay, well, man, I want to work with this man. It's freaking genius. Now, Harvard? Yo, okay, all right, listen, all right. I want to work with this man. So on my birthday, I flew up to New York. You know what I'm saying? Got a situation with him. Told him that I wanted to get in the studio and work. For my birthday, I wanted to work with him. So he's in there playing all of the instruments in my face. Anything you heard, this man played every instrument. I was like, this fly dude, you know what I'm saying? Like over here, you know. And he like, yeah. Come on, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this man he feel like Puff. Like his aura was but the R&B arrangements.
Yo, the arrangements, like everything. I'm like, God damn, I don't know if y'all heard it or ever listened to that track that much in detail. That shit is meticulous. Like, man. Yo, clean.
Yeah, it was crazy. I got a top 20 record with that, you know, with him too. Like, that was absolutely amazing. Just how he put the red joints together. And then he said, so we're putting the record together. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, yo, I still wanted to have the elements of hip hop and R&B. He said, oh, yeah, I'm with you, Slim. Yo, I'm with you. Trust, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. So then, you know what I'm saying? So when he did, he said, you know what? I said, hey, pull my vocals back. I want you in the track. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, let's go. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then I make the phone call. Big shouts out to DJ Hurricane. Reach out, you know what I'm saying? We got Fab because I always wanted to work with Fab. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so You know what I'm saying? Like I was like getting my wish list. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the people I had on my the first album, which I didn't it, by the way. Yo, I said I want to work with Outkast. I got Big Boy.
Big Boy.
I want to work with Fab. I want to work with Fab. Okay, I want to work. Okay, I got Jadakiss. I got. You know what I'm saying? I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it was just that whole movement. I'm just thank y'all. I supposed to be auditing that. Hopefully, I think it's double platinum, man. I need a platinum.
Who wrote that? You wrote that, or your co-wrote that?
Yeah.
Or he wrote.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite joints. Like yo, it's just like the background vocals on it too. I'm like, yo, who the fuck, yo? How'd they put this together?
And now that's why I said like being in 112, it's easy for me to. Oh, you talking about Good Loving or So Fly?
Yeah, good luck for Good Loving.
Oh no. Oh, now he wrote that.
Oh, okay.
He wrote that. Now I'm telling you, I was like, man, I wanted to hear how because it was different. And his beat, you know what I'm saying? He had the idea, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? For the beat go, and then someone to do you right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, and then I was like, this man, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh, I'm not about to play because I was gonna go another direction with it. Oh no. This man was going crazy. I said, yo, man, go and do what you boy.
Yeah, y'all put the songs on that joint. Y'all put the songs. Yo, you was talking earlier about like writers, and you mentioned what Ty Dolla $ign as a writer. You know, like how is it that I've noticed in the industry, there's some people that they're really good writers, but their writing doesn't translate into actually being performers and being on stage with it. And a person I think about that I'm always like, yo, this person has great talent. They wrote amazing songs, but as an artist, they never really connected per se with me. A dude like Jonte Austin, like I think Jonte Austin he's a great writer, but as an artist, like has he how come he hasn't connected with the general public like other artists?
Okay, so I call these guys. Oh my gosh, I got a nickname for them. You know what I'm saying? Like where you know what I'm saying where they like so basically these dudes give away their by writing hit records. They give away these songs.
Yeah.
So let's take an Eric Bellinger, right?
Another dude.
Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like where you have a part where he's off the Richter scale as far as writing and everything. And then if you look at him as a person, his swag, everything is this. But you know what I'm saying? Like he gives he has Grammys and stuff off of records that he's written for other, you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown, he was on the Fame joint. Or you know what I'm saying? Like he might work for Usher, you know what I'm saying? Or myself, like I got record with, like it's listen, like you know what I'm saying? But then you know when it comes to them, because their records be so big, yo, when you see them, it's like
they don't match up.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? But nothing against them because they off their chain. Just imagine if they didn't write if they didn't write these songs for the artists, mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats would not be what you talking about. Like they actually gave that sauce to the mainstream artists, which works out well for everybody. Because don't feel sorry for Elder Belly. That man riding around on rapes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, cats are still rich. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, you know, us, we do it on the stage. Them, they do it. You know what I'm saying? Right here.
Yeah. It seems like Neo was able to kind of marry that. Like Neo, he has a good pen and it translated well to him being an artist also. The only knock I have on Neo, though, is like every song that Neo's wrote, I could tell that Neo wrote it. Like, it's like Neo, to me, he writes songs for artists from his standpoint. Like, when you hear it, you hear Neo. But there are other people, like you said, like you know, like the Jonte Austins or Brian Michael Cox or other people that you like, yo, they wrote that? You know, like, it's like they get into the artist's head and give the artist something that really represents who the artist is.
Yeah, you know what? And it's just crazy because, you know what I'm saying? Like a Neo, you know what I'm saying? He did break it in both sides. At the end of the day, he won because, you know what I'm saying? He got multi-platinum records underneath himself. Then he got multi-platinum records with artists, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you're right. Yes, you might have, but I ain't in front, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, to the left record, you know what I'm saying, with Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was amazing for Beyonce, for a guy to, you know what I'm saying, to write that in that type of a, you know what I'm saying, mind frame. Now, so his words are magical. I look at, you know what I'm saying, when I first met Neo, he basically said it. Hey, you're going to hear melodies that you're going to recognize. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I kind of look at him as like a young disciple of us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we held a key that nobody even knew, and he's running the situation right now with Pooh Bear. We had Pooh Bear that was in he was writing what since he was 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? So he had his first #1 hit at 12 or something like that. Listen, and now every time you hear Justin Bieber, that is Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
You hear that Peaches record, that if you listen, go look up Jason Pooh Bear Boy and listen to his records. And then when you listen to, you know what I'm saying, Justin Bieber, they are one and the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Pooh Bear, I give it to Pooh Bear because at the end of the day, we've known him. So he would have been an amazing artist. But I just say it like this. Would you want to go platinum with that record or put it on another person and it goes 20 million with the same words and the same melody?
I take the 20 million.
You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, let me tell you something right now. And big shout out to my little brother too, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, I live a good life, you know what I'm saying? My house is nice, you know what I'm saying? That is good. Pooh Bear's house, you know what I'm saying? I think he has multiple Rolls Royces, and you know what I'm saying? His wife, you know what I'm saying, has the car, you know what I'm saying? Multiple Rolls Royces. Like, you know what I'm saying? He live out there in the hills, you know what I'm saying? Glass houses, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, okay?
Yeah, Got to get my pad together and start writing these songs, man.
I need to start writing right now.
Oh yeah, no, we did our thing too. That's why I said that's what makes us stand out more than any of our era. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was able to do it, I would take you to my platinum. Like, we wrote for people like Pink and, you know what I'm saying, New Edition, and, you know what I'm saying, Isley Brothers, and, you know, of course you heard us on everybody, Total Faith, Mason. You know what I'm saying? We wrote on a bunch of people. Kelly Price. It goes on. You know what I'm saying? 112 controls about almost 40 million records.
Nice.
So we can talk about those things. Huh?
The perfect segue for this.